Hi, my name is Wendy Ciambor. I'm a prevention educator with the Family Sunshine Center here in Montgomery, Alabama. And today we're going to be talking about bullying. Over the past few years, a lot of attention has been given to bullying. There have been numerous news stories and even movies made on this subject. But what exactly is bullying? Bullying is repeated, unwanted aggressive behavior that often involves a real or perceived power imbalance. Repeated is something that happens more than once. Sometimes if a bullying behavior happens only one time, it may not be considered bullying. However, the repeated behavior doesn't have to be the same behavior. For instance, repeated behavior doesn't mean the child bullying has to do the same thing over and over again. They could call a child a name today, hit them tomorrow, and spread a rumor about them the next day. And because this is repeated behavior, it would be considered bullying. The power imbalance can be physical strength, an older child bullying a younger child. It could be access to embarrassing information about someone or even popularity. This power balance is used to manipulate or control or harm someone else. There are 4 types of bullying. The first type is physical, which is the most obvious type of bullying. This one involves hitting and punching, shoving and kicking, any act to cause someone physical harm. And this has to be something that's done on purpose to hurt someone. So bumping into someone and knocking them down wouldn't necessarily be considered bullying. The second type of bullying is verbal bullying. Verbal bullying involves the use of words, usually teasing or making fun of someone, name calling. The third type of bullying is social bullying. Social bullying involves spreading rumors about others, leaving people out on purpose, or breaking up friendships. And then there's cyberbullying, which is the most prevalent type of bullying today. Cyberbullying involves the internet, texting or email, or any type of digital technology that's used to harm others. This is the newest form of bullying, and it's become the hardest one to stop. So how do we stop bullying? The number one thing that we can do to prevent bullying and to stop bullying is to teach our children about respect. When children respect others, then they're going to not be bullies. As a parent and teachers, we need to be modeling respect for our students. Bullying is often a learned behavior that children pick up from the adults in their lives. When you yell at the cashier at the grocery store for making a mistake, you talk negatively about coworkers, or you make fun of someone who is different than you, your children are watching you be a bully, and they pick up on that behavior and they follow the behavior that you've modeled. So if we can model respect for our children, then they will likely respect their friends and classmates, and this will help to stop the bullying. Respect is treating others the way we want to be treated, and it's the key to stopping bullying. So what should you do if your child comes home and tells you that they're being bullied at school? First and foremost, we would like to ask you not to encourage your child to fight back, because there is a chance that there will be consequences for fighting back. We do want you to encourage your child to just ignore the bully and walk away. Many times the child who bullies is looking for a reaction from your child. They want them to get upset or cry, and when your child doesn't give them that reaction that they're looking for, then oftentimes that's enough to discourage the bullying. The second thing you can do is encourage them to tell the bully to stop. A lot of times children who bully think they're being funny by calling someone a name or making fun of them, and when they realize that what they're doing is actually hurting someone else, then that's enough to stop them from bullying. The third thing that you can do is to encourage your child to tell an adult. Most bullying happens when adults aren't present or aren't close by. And when adults don't know about the bullying, then they're powerless to stop the bullying. So encourage your child to tell their teachers or the other adults who are around about the bullying behavior. And remind them that telling about bullying behavior is not tattling. Tattling is about getting someone in trouble. Bullying is about keeping themselves safe. And so we want you to encourage them to tell an adult. The last thing that we want to encourage you to do is get involved. Talk to your child's teacher or the school administration about the problem. The faculty at your school wants all children to feel safe while at school. They're generally concerned about bullying behavior that goes on in their school. So work closely with your child's teacher and the faculty at their school to stop the bullying that's going on. And lastly, if your child is being cyberbullied, we want to encourage you to do some things to stop the bullying. Number one, you can block the sender from their phones if they're being texted bullying. You can also block them from their social media sites. Contact the web provider to report any problems that your child is having on social media. And if the problem persists, then you can also contact law enforcement. There are cyber harassment laws designed with bullying in mind, and they can help you with any bullying that's happened through the internet or cellular devices. Often children who've been bullied begin to have trouble sleeping, begin to avoid school, start making lower grades, have stomach aches and headaches. If your child has been bullied and is having any of these problems, you can contact your school administrator or your guidance counselor for resources that are available through the school system. Also in our community, there are resources that are available. You can contact the Family Sunshine Center for counseling services, the Montgomery Area Mental Health Authority, or your child's pediatrician for further information.
For detailed information on the MPS Student Anti-Bullying and Harassment Policy, please refer to the Code of Student Behavior Handbook. These handbooks are distributed at the beginning of each school year. If you are in need of a handbook, then we encourage you to speak with front office staff at your child's school. Included in this handbook is a copy of the Bullying Harassment Complaint Form. Reports of bullying may be mailed or personally delivered to the principal or his/her designee. The school principal or his/her designated administrator is required to accept and investigate all reports of harassment or bullying. The school principal or designated administrator is required to notify the parent or guardian of a student who commits a verified act of harassment or bullying, of the response of the school staff and consequences of the verified act, and/or the consequences that may result from further acts of bullying.